Hello, this reading will be for Virgo. I sat down to do a reading today and meditated on the cards and the energies, and I was shown a bear. Now, bear is associated with Virgo, and it's associated with Virgo on the Native American side. And I heard the words protect your flow. Now, bears are very diligent. They're very, what's the word I'm looking for? They're very strict with their planning. They're reasonable, thoughtful, deep thinkers. Usually very solitary. Definitely valuing privacy and personal space. Now this comes into protecting your flow. I believe Virgo, the Virgos that I am connecting with are needing to protect their flow, healing, personal power, healer, shaman. With bear energy, people often will, well, not people, but it is said that the animals and people will go to bear for guidance and their knowledge. And they often will listen to the problem and ponder and really think about it before answering. And so this is definitely Virgo energy. But there's this sense of protecting your flow. Perhaps the Virgos I'm connecting with, I feel there's this sense of needing to isolate and protect your flow. If people have been coming to you for advice or to help with problems and you haven't had enough alone time or privacy to recharge, then you really need to look at that and go within. I'm kind of seeing like a hollow in a tree and a little bear cub kind of crawling into it and just nesting down. A lot of nature references. Perhaps your recharge, the Virgos that I'm connecting with, your recharge is in near trees. I'm looking at the big trees, tall trees. Lots of green. Perhaps green is your favorite color, or you need to be wearing more green to protect your energy and to protect your flow. All right, let's see what the cards have to say. Creator, spirit guides, what would you like Virgo to know today? Yeah, there's this sense of protecting your energy. You have a lot to protect. You're a king, right? Virgo, you have a lot to protect. You have a lot of abundance, a lot of seeing a lot of green, a lot of green. Green is important, and not just money, but green plants. Maybe you have plants, you surround yourself with plants, or you have an acreage, or you want an acreage. You have an abundance that is very important to you. And if you see here, the King of Pentacles, he's alone. There's nobody around him except for a cow in the field, or a bull in the field. There's something with that about taking time to rest. Bulls are very in their element. They're a fairly docile creature. They can definitely attack if provoked, but they are a slow, relaxed energy, and there's this energy of slowing down and relaxing. If you ever see videos of bears, they're slow movers. Again, unless provoked or they're going after something, they kind of meander and they stop to eat, and then they'll go check this out, and there's this energy of just slowing down, being on your own. Yeah, because I think you help a lot of people out. 6 of Wands. It could be, as of late, you could be or have been more in the public eye, family, career-wise. There's this sense of needing to kind of be on your own. Like this photo of the 6 of Wands, or this card of the 6 of Wands. He's walking through, his head is held high, he's held high, and he's walking through this procession. But what you don't see is once he gets to the stable and he puts his horse away and he goes into his home and he shuts the door, it's this sense of like going over to the chair and sitting down and going, oh, it's over. So there's this need, this necessity to kind of isolate yourself when you need to, taking some personal time. Yes. 5 of Pentacles. Often it's considered left out in the cold. But I mean, the fire is right there. She could go over and warm herself if she needed to, but she's needing to take the time to sit at the tree and not see another tree, to sit at the tree on her own and ponder and think. You see, the story I'm getting is she was at the fire and she needed a moment by herself because she gives and gives and gives and gives, right? Gives and gives and gives and gives. And now there's nothing left for her. So definitely take the time, take the space for yourself, take the healing. The Virgos I'm speaking with, I feel that you have a natural gift to help others heal or to listen to their problems and help them get through it. Very medicine woman, medicine man, medicine person type energy. And that's lovely, and that's an amazing gift to have. But this talks about taking personal time, taking your power back and taking some time for you in order to recharge and heal so that you can continue that kind of work. Because this feels very, Virgo, this feels very much like your life's purpose to help others. But the lesson here and what I'm getting is that you need to take more time for yourself in order to further expand your own powers and abilities in helping others. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. The priest. Wow. This is the Hierophant in this deck. This is all about spiritual evolution, growth, being sought after for your abilities, spiritually, healing-wise. You are absolutely a healer, Virgo. People seek you for your advice and your knowledge. But you see here in this deck, he's up the cliffs, he's way up high, and he's found a place alone that he can practice his spirituality. He can practice his internal work, his meditations, his sight. He's got a bowl of water for sight to see, to get enlightenment, to get knowledge passed through him from his higher self, through Creator, through his guides. And you see that there's a bird there flying beside him. Always there, always conscious, always aware. And there's these flowers around him that are white. White symbolizes purity, innocence. I'm hearing humbleness, a humbleness. People seek you out, whether it's, if you use the bear analogy or the Hierophant analogy, people seek you out. King of Pentacles, again, like, people see you as a leader, as someone who can help them get through their problems and get through anything, because you assess, you are observant. And you can bring yourself into an observant, objective place in order to help people. And you have empathy for people. And you're very humble about your abilities. In fact, I think a lot of you, Virgo, don't believe you even have any. Or you play it off. Oh, it's nothing. Oh, it's nothing. You know, somebody will say, oh, thank you so much for helping me. You know, you helped me so much with blah, blah, blah. And you go, oh, it's nothing. Oh, it's nothing. No, it's everything to that person. And don't minimize that for yourself and for them. Don't minimize that. You have a gift, Virgo. A beautiful, amazing, wonderful gift. Use it, and use it for yourself as well. Take the time to cultivate it. Sit in your personal power. And then when you help another person and they say, oh, thank you so much, Virgo, you're amazing, you helped me get through blah, 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 you say, thank you, and you're welcome. Because for them, it's everything. And for you, it's your life purpose. Don't minimize it. Ace of Cups. It's divinely given to you. It is your emotional fulfillment. The harvest. When you are able to take the time for yourself and then sit in your personal power, and you've done healing, and we all heal through our entire lives. It's never done. It's kind of the game of life that we continue to assess and heal, and Virgo, you're very good at that. And by doing so and sitting in your personal power, you are given a gift of emotional fulfillment in your life and abundance, material wealth and abundance. I mean, the harvest talks and speaks of all of the hard work that was done to create this harvest. They had to plant the seeds, they had to till the land, they had to water, they had to do everything in order to create this harvest in the fall I'm hearing in the fall. Maybe they're, ooh, something's happening around your birthday, Virgo. Something that is going to be very abundant, very harvest bringing, very, very gratifying. 10 of Pentacles. Material wealth and abundance. Hummingbird. You might want to look up the meaning of hummingbird. There is almost interesting. There's a bird in the Six of Wands, there's a bird in the High Priest, and there's a bird in the Ten of Pentacles. And I think, yeah, there's birds in the harvest as well. Wow, interesting. And a lot of white flowers. Humble. I'm getting the word humble. Interesting. This family looks absolutely happy and content. Almost like the grandfather is visiting to see his granddaughter. And he brought a toy, a little horse for her to play with. And he's so thrilled and happy to see her playing with it. And so are the parents. So this speaks to me of wealth newly gained. An offer coming in of wealth, of sweetness with the hummingbird and sweetness. Interesting. Virgo, anything else? What else? I believe this emotional abundance and contentment will lead to a beautiful material wealth and abundance. Ooh. And we were talking about trees earlier, and then I just saw like sap running down the tree, and it reminded me of like a little water droplet, but it was in amber in color, and then it reminded me of amber, like the actual stone. Perhaps some of you have amber, or you should get some amber. There's something with that, something about the healing of it, the sweetness of it. You know, there's a story with the there was a story with the maple trees. It's an old Anishinaabe story of how maple came to understand its purpose. It's a beautiful story. When all of the trees were young, all of the trees knew what they wanted to be except for maple. And I'm going to make the story as short as possible, so I'm not going to go into the full details of all of the different trees. But when it came Maple's turn to say what they wanted to be, they didn't know. And all of the other trees made fun of Maple. And Maple felt really down and sad. And most of Maple's life was sad in the beginning. And Maple grew into a beautiful, beautiful, big, beautiful tree and provided shade for the birds. And the birds would always come around to try and cheer Maple up. And Maple thanked them, but was still very, very sad that they did not have a life purpose. And then one day there was a big storm that rocked the birds and threw them all around into the ground. And Maple saw this and wept and picked the birds up into his branches, and she wept for them. And her maple, her syrup, her pitch came out and covered the birds. And the sweetness from Maple's tears, from its sap, was sweet and life-bringing and life-giving. And the birds were able to come back and fly and acknowledged Maple and said, "Thank you for saving us. Your tears are life-saving. Your tears are our healing medicine." And so Maple learned of its purpose, which is healing and life-bringing and sweetness. And this is what this is for you, Virgo. You are sweetness. You are healing to people. You are the syrup of people. You bring healing and sweetness to people. Wow. And so maybe with that story, me feeling having to share that story, for a time, perhaps you were floundering on what your life purpose was, or how you were, what you wanted in life. But see, you have such natural gifts, and you help so many people, and perhaps you don't see it yet, but you do, right? Like Maple crying and covering the birds and providing shelter before that. And Maple had so much to offer and give, but would not look at it, would not recognize it. And this is the story of recognizing and acknowledging that. And Virgo, that is for you. Taking the time to do your own inner reflection and healing. I'm surprised the Hermit hasn't come up, but anyway, to take your time and do your own healing and reflection, and see how much you help people, how much you heal people. Yeah, another bird. Knight of Pentacles. You provide such a humble, quiet, resilient strength for people. You create a peaceful, soft, safer place for people to be who they truly are. And that is a magnificent gift, Virgo. That is a magnificent gift. And to cultivate that and to bring that in is amazing. You don't need to be afraid of it, and you don't need to downplay it. Nine of Swords. There might be some fear, anxiety with it because it's different, right? Like with Maple didn't know what it was going to be or how it was going to help, and then felt sad and depressed about amounting to nothing. This is old energy. You don't need to be in that energy anymore, because the cards show of the abundance that's there for you. Ace of Pentacles. See? The offer is there for you to bring in. Celebration, connection. There might even potentially be a very emotionally beneficial and material materially beneficial offer that comes in by someone, a partnership. A partnership in creation and harvest. The cups here, emotional balance, and the goose. Now I understand that real goose don't technically lay golden eggs, but this is reminding me of the goose and the golden egg, like the laying the golden egg. That's what this feels like. This is that energy, you know. I'm not saying that there's going to be somebody who comes up to you and says, hey, this goose lays golden eggs, here you go. But that's pretty much what it feels like. There's an offer being given to you after you step into your personal power that is going to basically give you golden eggs. Like this, it's going to be so beautiful for you. Are you going to take it up? 3 of Wands. Are you going to get on the ship? Are you going to get on board with this offer? I think you will. I think most of you, most of the Virgos I'm reading for will. But you have to get out of your own anxiety with it, your own space with it, because what this is different. This is not your simple avenue, same job, career type thing. This is different. This is specializing in helping people and healing people that you're very good at, but it's not in the conventional society way. Yeah. The standing stone, balancing. It's a balancing act. Weigh the good and the bad. Again, white flowers, humble. Something about being humble. Being humble in your gifts. Recognizing your gifts, though. And being humble in them and recognizing them. Not downplaying them, but being humble about them. Yes, I am a healer and I have helped many people and I am still learning. That type of energy, not just be like, oh, it's nothing. It is. It's everything to everyone around you. Weave this into your life. Weave this into your life. This healing offer. It's gonna change and balance out. You've had to be resilient a lot of your life, and this is going to help balance that. It's time for reciprocity. 3 of Swords. Typically shown with swords in the back. But in this particular deck, the swords are actually over the door, protecting. She's walking in. Looks like she just went to the harvest and she's picked out what she's needed. And there's a swan there. She has water and light and a lush cabin. What will you decide? These 3 swords ward off from her home, a healer's home, warding off negativity and those who wish harm. Transformation, the Lord of Shadows. This would be the Death card. Transformation, the butterfly. Transmutation. Yeah, Virgo, around your birthday, something is going to come up. And you may have to sit with yourself for a while to figure out and ponder what it is and how you want to proceed. I'm hearing in this time, practice flexibility. There's something about flexibility. But assessing, detail-oriented. She's trimming her flowers so that they look lovely. The Queen of Swords. Irises. I think those are irises. She's trimming them and putting them in the vase, but she's detailed. So she's taking off whatever is dying, whatever is not beneficial for the flower. That's what you're doing. That's that assessment time. Okay, is there anything else for Virgo energy-wise? Practicing flexibility. There will be change. Two of Wands. It's like an upgrade from the cottage to a home, a bigger home. And it's directly related to your passion, what you want to go after. But again, this balance, like there's the Standing Stone, the Justice card, right? Libra card, Two of Wands. You have two aces, so 22. I'm hearing 21. Virgo, is there anything else for Virgo? That's it? Yep. Yes, Virgo. So, I hope this resonated for you. If it doesn't, it might not be for you at this point in time. Come back in a few months and you might find some things resonating. For those of you that it did resonate with, not all of the messages will be for you if they don't resonate. So take what does and leave the rest. Remember your medicine. Remember your personal power, and you will do a great many things. And you will have a lot of people seeking you and seeking your help. So just remember to take the moments you need to for yourself. And with that, my lovely Virgos, I will leave you. All my love. Bye.